Welcome to Berkeley and California Memorial Stadium, where this crowd has been in since early in the day, saying you know it, you tell the story, you tell the whole world that this is Bear territory. And boy, do we have a fun one ahead. Top 10 team, target on their back, going on their road and right into the snake pit. As we'll see the number 2 team in the country, the Kentucky Wildcats, taking on a team from the ACC, the California Golden Bears. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we are ready to tee it up. Kentucky ready to go toe meets leather and start this game. He's going to bring it out from deep. That is a decision he will likely regret. He brings it out of the end zone, and he's knocked down at the 10. First down here for the offense. They'll give it to the back. Gives him some room to operate as he rumbles ahead for 6 out to the 15-yard line. Guys, in basketball through the years, we've seen the Big Ten ACC Challenge, and it'll be fun to watch this one on the football field.
I think this is going to be a real test of physicality. I know these are 2 conferences that pride themselves on that, going out and establishing the line of scrimmage. So, David, interesting X's and O's matchup here in this one.
Yeah, and it's always cool to have those measuring stick opponents. Like, once we start getting deeper in the season and start having the comparison game, well, you have a matchup, a big matchup of a Big Ten school versus an ACC school. This will be used in the college football playoff criteria.
They'll immediately call timeout.
Timeout.
Ball spotted at the 21. It's first down. He wants to throw. Going over the top. Oh, he dropped it, and what a missed opportunity early in this football game. And the Golden Bears in the hurry up. On second down, they'll take to the air. Pressure coming. That pass is incomplete, and they're probably fortunate that it wasn't knocked free for a fumble.
Well, he didn't have a whole lot of time to get rid of that one. The defense was all over him right after the snap. No wonder that thing fell incomplete.
Now facing a 3rd and long. Quarterback checking the play. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. Oh, what a grab by the defense. Got room on the return. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
It's all about making plays, and this guy's been waiting to make his mark on this team. He gets his first interception of the season, and what a momentum-changing play for his team.
Offense getting set for first down. Run it with the fullback. Solid fundamentals on that tackle from this freshman. Really important for a ranked team going into a hostile environment like this one, not to give the underdog reason to believe.
Yes, reason to believe, and don't give the fans reason to get jacked up and excited. Come out early, be in a business mode mindset.
You got to start fast. You got to have a sense of urgency. You cannot come sleepwalking into an environment like this, because if you do and you make some mistakes, this crowd will pounce on you and seize momentum.
They'll run it from the gun. Powers forward, but stopped after a pickup of 2 to the 24.
Now, that's what you're trying to do as a defense. Limit those damages when they run the football. Get them on the ground, short gains to set your defense for positive situations down the road.
They've got a ways to go on 3rd down from the 24 as this defense tries to force them into a field goal try. Handoff from the gun. And he's not going to get there. The defense stands tall and makes the stop.
Keep the foot on the pedal if you're on offense here. You got that yardage. Yeah, you didn't get the first down, but you've set yourself up now to go for it here and keep this drive alive.
Quick timeout call by the offense after the play. Kentucky trying to convert on 4th down. Off the RPO, throw to the right, looking for the first. He's not going to get there. Stopped short on 4th down. Gets it back. The sturdy Golden Bear offense on its way to the field. After that last pick, David, they really need to take care of the ball this time.
No doubt. And Palmer, I want to know what Spurrier said to you on the sideline after a pick.
Do that again, and you'll be right here beside me for the rest of the game. You got to go out. You got to call your plays. And I hope this coaching staff isn't going to be afraid to throw at this drive.
Yeah, and the quarterback knew exactly where he wanted to go with the football, had time, spins the ball deep. Nice job by this offense, understanding what the defense is giving them and creating the explosive play.
Not a whole lot of progress made there on the short run. This offense has a 2nd down play. Now the quarterback changing the original play call. On 2nd down, just keeps firing. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
That's so frustrating for a quarterback. He sees an open guy, he's ready to rip the football, and then all of a sudden, one of those defensive ends gets their big mitt in the air and knocks it down.
They couldn't connect on 2nd down, now staring at a 3rd and 9. Motion from the offense. Back to the air one more time. And the defense gets to the quarterback. Timeout is called, and it's the defense wanting to make sure that everyone's on the same page for this big down. The Golden Bears will bring the punt team onto the field. This will be their first punt of the afternoon. Catches it cleanly at the 20. He'll get it to about the 25 before they put a stop to the return. Kentucky has it back, and the big blue offense takes the field.
Timeout, Kentucky.
Looking for a productive play on 1st down. They'll come out on this drive and let it rip. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, man, this quarterback is fast, and you saw that on his ability to scramble around, but he wasn't fast enough to outrun that hit, and it was the hit that caused the incompletion.
After the incompletion, it's 2nd and 10 from their own 25. Couldn't connect on 1st down, now back to the air. He's got it down the right side. All kinds of running room. Slippery slide, find his way and ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown, Kentucky.
Well, I know it's a very small sample size, and we've got a lot of football to go this year, but what can you say about this offense? How explosive and impressive they look. Top 5 in the nation in scoring, and you can see why. They've got speed and playmakers all over the field.
And they thought about a return, then thought better of it. They'll bring it out to the 25. The Cal offense is headed back onto the field. They hope to be able to cash in on this drive, David, after having to punt it last time.
Yeah, and I think this offense needs to start it with the first play. You need to be successful and productive on that first play, and it gets you in less predictable situations.
No doubt, too. Don't you just feel like there's a little bit more sense of urgency on this drive? It just feels like they've got to be able to put some points up on the board here.
After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Quarterback quick pass to the receiver. And the defense able to drag him down, but not before. They'll recycle that down marker.
I just love the play call. You're getting a fast player out in the open field, and it's enough to get you a first down.
They'll snap it from the 39, 1st and 10. They'll go to the ground. And a good, solid pickup there before the defense knocks him down.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on first down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
Wants to throw on 2nd down. Just a short pass to the tight end. Makes the stop at the 49, give him 5 yards on the play and a first down.
It's not a great feeling on defense, too. When you're blitzing, you're expecting to get a sack. You're expecting to get a hit on the quarterback. If the offensive line and running backs pick it up, because now you have one less guy in the back end trying to cover all these receivers and tight ends, and you know you're in trouble.
And he's a real nowhere man tackled in this no-gain land. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Quarterback making adjustments with his receivers. On 2nd down, wants to throw. And they're on him immediately. Down goes the quarterback.
And that is your job. The O-line has to protect their quarterback. That's the most important position on the field. You got to make sure you keep him upright. You got to do a better job.
The D thinking bring some heat on 3rd and long from the 44. He's looking downfield to throw. He's going to let one fly down the middle. And he's going to score. Touchdown, Golden Bears!
And how about the bomb? The long field all the way across the field. Big-time play, big-time throw. Receiver runs underneath it, takes it to the house. Huge play for this offense.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Fellas, I think at least a portion of your audience will have an interest in the one that just finished up. Middle Tennessee made it look easy today, but I promise you, there is nothing easy about a double-digit win on the road. And a win like this only confirms there is something special brewing in Murfreesboro. The circle of life in college football, where one team moves on feeling like kings and the other heads home licking its wounds.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there, Kevin. Thanks for the update. Kentucky sends the offense back out onto the field. And, David, how they would love to stick it in the end zone one more time after that last drive.
And once you get the defense on their heels and you back them off a little bit, you get in a little bit of rhythm, it's really hard to stop, Jesse, and they're going to try to do it again right here.
And if you're this play caller, you're loving what's happening right now because everything you dialed up on that last drive ended up working out. You're just looking at your play sheet. Everything you're picking is working. Let's see if they can pull it off again here.
They'll throw it on first down. Finds the tight end. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup.
A nice job by the defense there tackling the catch and smothering the tight end. They know this offense is going to try to find him in the passing game in a lot of different situations. That time, perfect coverage and nice job bringing the big guy down. Not easy to do.
Now on second down. They're going back to the ground. And with that tackle, that will probably do it for this quarter.
That's the end of the first quarter with the score tied 7-7.
They'll start the drive here with first down to open this period. He's looking to throw it. Gonna let it fly. Hits him inside the 20, still going. And they are pushing the ball down the field. A big pickup on that one, and the tackle is finally made.
First down for the offense.
Kentucky back at it with a fresh set of downs. Here's the handoff. Picked up maybe a yard. It's down at the 16. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. From the gun, the running back has it. And he finds some solid space. Makes a nice gain before the defense is able to stop it. Kentucky going quickly. And you want to know what impact home field advantage can have? There it is. The offense will walk it back. Coming to the line of scrimmage on third down. Little touch pass to the receiver. Couldn't quite nudge it in. Not sure you could get much closer, but it'll be 1st and goal.
I love that play call, and I love the timing of the pre-snap motion. Because the quarterback was able to get it to the receiver right behind the offensive line.
And he takes it to the house. Touchdown, Wildcats. I tell you, when this drive started, the defense thought they had them in a hole. Not anymore. What a performance.
And I really like the play calling by the offensive coordinator on that last drive. That was a nice mixture of running and throwing and getting different players involved. Really nice job, very poised in that play calling, and it showed up with a touchdown.
From inside his own 10, he'll try to help out their field position. And the returner goes down.
First and 10.
Well, this is not what the doctor ordered in terms of starting field position. early movement on the offense, and they'll push it back 5 yards. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Wideouts all wadded up in a bunch. Wide receiver shows motion. Touch pass on the jet sweep. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play.
Really nice job by the cornerback. Hey, a lot of cornerbacks want to cover. They want to drop back. They're not really about that life. They don't want to be the tackling kind of guy. They're like, yeah, leave that to the linebackers. That dude committed, came up, made a nice tackle.
Okay, ready?
And now on second down for this offense. Standing in his own end zone looking to throw. And he ends up taking a safety.
You could tell the defense smelled it. They knew exactly where they were on the field, put the pressure on him, got him down in the end zone. Safety, baby.
Playing the field position game as he makes the fair catch right at the 50. Kentucky has it back, and the big blue offense takes the field. Jesse looking to take it down the field for back-to-back touchdowns.
I think it's really important for them moving forward, too, to have a lot of balance, right? You want to be able to keep this defense guessing.
Yeah, and you got me searching for answers after that last drive. You stack another drive on top of this, their defense's heads are going to be spinning all over the place.
A negative play to open the drive. Let's see what they've got on 2nd and 14. He's looking to throw. Takes a hit as he fires. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
Yeah, and your first job is to affect the quarterback and try to get him off his spot. They get him off his spot, he gets outside the pocket, and a nice job chasing, not quitting, getting to the quarterback, and still getting a good lick as he's throwing the football.
On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down.
Wow, the quarterback got away with one there. He's lucky that defender dropped that pass, because if he picks it, he might have taken that one to the house.
Kentucky will be forced to punt. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. Takes it on the return. And the coverage team able to wrestle him down. Gets it back. The sturdy Golden Bear offense on its way to the field. And the last time they had the ball, they wound up giving up a safety, Jesse.
Yeah, that was ungood the last time they had the ball. So they got to do something here offensively to get into a rhythm, running and throwing the football. Try to find that consistency.
And try to find something positive with this offense. Forget about the safety. Those don't happen very often. Try to get some first downs together. Get some good mojo going.
Couldn't make the play on 1st down. They'll try it again. 2nd and 10 from the 27. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be 3rd down.
What a hit by the defender. That's a good throw, and that was going to be caught. But how about the defender dislodging the football from its intended target? Nice job.
3rd down conversions, always a huge stat, and they've got a 3rd and long from the 27. From the gun, wants to pass. Throws for the tight end. Complete downfield. And he was loose and in the open field and on his way. A tremendous pickup on that one. And the Golden Bears have it with a 1st and 10. They want to just keep throwing it. He's right on target.
Great job by the quarterback thrown against zone coverage. You cannot telegraph where you're throwing the football. You cannot eyeball wide receivers. So great job by the quarterback using his eyes, not staring down his guy, and then throwing him open.
Timeout called by the offense, and now they just have 1 remaining in the half. Line getting set on second down. This is a designed run. They knock him down at the 40, but he picks up 5, and it'll be enough for a first down.
If I'm building an offense in today's football, it's not around a quarterback that can't run. I'm going to find an athlete that I can give the ball because defensively, it starts to limit your coverages. It starts to limit what I can do. It makes me play the quarterback every single play. Just makes your job as a defensive coordinator extremely hard.
Quarterback touch pass on the jet sweep. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Got to give the defense credit. Watching film, anticipating. They knew that this offense had this play in their back pocket. They knew about the speed of this wide receiver and different ways they were going to try to get him involved. Everybody on defense on the same page, playing together. I love it.
6th play of the drive coming up. Wide receiver coming across in motion. Looking to pass on second down. Safe completion on the screen. Oh, they knock it free. Finds a little space. 10. Touchdown, Cal. And once he got loose, it was all over.
Hey, that's not how you draw it up. But how about the offense and the awareness? You see the ball out, forget jumping on it. I'm going to pick that puppy up. I'm going to take it to the house. The OC, great call on that one, buddy, because it worked to perfection.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
All right, guys, want to update you on a game that went final moments ago. Cincinnati pulled out a win today on a day they clearly did not have their best. And that's a testament to those Bearcat players. That winning gene, I really believe it's a thing. It's one game. You don't want to react too much either way. But I think both teams will leave this one with some things to work on moving forward.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. Kentucky sends the offense back out onto the field. The last time we saw this offense, we had to look quick. It was a 3-and-out, Jesse.
They just had no rhythm in that last drive. So someone's going to have to step up and make a play, David, and get this thing going.
Yeah, let's find some juice. Find your guy. Find those plays that you know you can run inside out, forward, backwards, get some first downs, get some positive momentum.
You know, it's so important for corners to be able to transition, right? You got to have real loose hips. You got to be able to change direction on a dime. And in zone coverage, when you see the ball thrown, you can break on it and force incompletions like that.
He's really close to that first down marker, but they stop him just a bit short.
Man, the defense, you hold your breath. When this receiver has the football out in space, you have got to make sure you're playing with outstanding pursuit. Nice job there, but as this game goes on, they've got to keep an eye on this guy and make sure they know where he is at all times.
On 3rd and short, the run and looking for the first down. They'll move those chains, getting it out to the 29-yard line and trying to get this drive rolling.
Well, with the weapons this offense has, you knew it was just a matter of time in the run game before someone was going to break a long one. They'd just been running into a wall. They just couldn't seem to find their creases and get enough movement up front, but they finally got it there, picking up the first. Let's see what happens next.
Just working and poking and prodding and finding his way up to the 36.
And as an offense, having success on a run play like that early in the game just opens up all the possibilities of your playbook moving forward. Play action, running the ball, throwing the ball, screens, anything is at your disposal at this point.
Here comes the offense on 2nd down. Running back searching for a hole. Nice, solid form tackle from this sophomore.
And the running back didn't get much there. Nice job by the defense. You can tell they're focused in on this running back, on this run game, being physical, getting knockbacks, and limiting his carries.
Will they keep it on the ground again here on 3rd down? And they'll finally catch up to him, but not before a big chunk of yardage is picked up.
No secret sauce, no tricking people. 3rd down and 1. I got to be the more physical team, Jesse, and they were.
And it's so nice, too, when you've got playmakers like that guy that can take a play that's only designed maybe to get a couple yards and turn it into a big gainer. This offense is loaded with weapons.
Got enough space. Touchdown, Kentucky. And they take it in for 6 more points.
And that is exactly what you want from your offense. Man, late in the half, you want to execute and then punch it in physically on the ground. Take the lead going into the half. Take all the momentum. Nice execution on the drive by that offense.
Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. On the move from inside his spot. And the ball pops out. Oh, inviting disaster. Once that ball was loose, offense didn't have a chance. Defenders everywhere. It's a turnover.
You just can't have that happen if you're on the return team. You know if you lose the football now, you're giving the other offense the ball back deep in your own end. Simply can't happen.
Got some room, headed to the goal line. Touchdown, Wildcats! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
Man, this offense has started the season off so good. 1-0 a week ago, right? Now building on it again. Great job putting points on the board. It's still the first half, but this unit looks dialed in.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. And the returner will be brought down. The Cal offense is headed back onto the field. So late in the half, this is really an opportunity, David, maybe to swing the momentum in their favor.
Dang right. There's no time to be conservative. We're a little bit down. Listen,
Oh, he's ready to take a shot. Ball in the air, intercepted.
Intercepted by Kentucky. And they'll take over 1st and 10.
Opening snap of this drive comes from the 38-yard line. They'll throw it on 1st down. Oh, he wants it all. And it's caught inside the 15. Just what they were looking for. A huge explosive play, and they're inside the 15 at the 13-yard line. After ripping off a huge chunk of yardage, now they've got it 1st and 10 from the 13. And he was trying to cash in the end zone in this red zone threat, but it's incomplete.
and listen, as a quarterback, you're trying to find the matchup, trying to find who's open. I don't know if anybody was open, but that was not a greatly thrown football. I don't know if it was miscommunication, but the ball thrown out of bounds and just on to the next down.
And he dropped it, just didn't look the thing all the way in.
You know, it's difficult for QBs sometimes when you're throwing to your running backs because they're not receivers. You really got to be perfect with the ball placement. You got to make that a catchable throw. A little bit too tough for the RB on that.
On 3rd down, going up top. And the defense wraps up the first half by taking it to the quarterback and getting the sack. That's the end of the 2nd quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update. All lined up and ready to go for a great second half ahead. He'll call for the fair catch here. Kentucky has it back, and the big blue offense takes the field. If it's working, why change it? And that running game was working in the first half. I imagine we'll see a lot more of it here in the 3rd quarter.
And you just know the offensive line was telling their coordinator, put this on us. Let us continue to go out there, push these guys around. We can put this game on our back and end this thing by running the ball.
And this is a manhood question for this defense. Like, as a defensive lineman, and you're pounding the rock, like, I got to physically rise to this challenge. This defense has to play more inspired and more physical in the second half.
He wants to throw here on 2nd down. He's going for it all. And that pass is intercepted. Looking for more room. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
Not all DBs make the play at the end, right? They can bat the ball down, they can be in position, but they don't really secure the football. Great job by the DB securing the football and forcing the turnover.
Gets it back. The sturdy Golden Bear offense on its way to the field. He'll start this drive firing. Zings it complete to the right. Finally stopped at the 46 after a 15-yard gain. Sometimes it's not about a fancy play design. It's about just getting him the ball and letting him play.
Especially nowadays with running backs being so good out of the backfield. You know they're going to catch him. There's so many ways to use him, but exactly. Get it to him, let him break tackles, let him make plays. Easy decision.
Now on 2nd and short after that pickup. This quarterback part of their running game. And he's almost to that first down marker there, saying he's a little bit short. They might want to bring out the sticks and measure, but it looks as if he'll be just short of the first down. And this offense is desperate to keep this drive alive, trailing by multiple possessions, and it's getting late. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
And you got to love this defensive performance so far. Done such a good job against the running back that you saw last week, man. He can go off. He can make big plays. He can chew some yardage up and keep an offense on schedule. Nice job by this defense locking in and shutting down the run game so far.
They'll try it on the ground. Just what they were looking for, and he's got him set up in business at the 35 with a first down.
Well, there you're seeing the mentality of this head coach in the game, going for it on 4th down. A lot of guys would have tried to kick a field goal, but I think this guy knows, hey, we're not going to win this game putting threes up on the board. We need touchdowns. Nice attitude.
Really confident throw and catch there. Big pickup, and they have a first down. The Golden Bears come to the line with a new set of downs. On the move. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
The whole point of running the quarterback on these designed runs is to get an extra blocker. You should be getting more movement up front, but that time, guys were getting knocked backwards, and as a result, they actually lost it.
On 2nd down, he'll let it fly. They'll throw it to the back on the screen. No siree, not this time. The defense was there and ready for that one.
Now, on offense, you're trying to get your running back involved here in the passing game, and obviously no success on that play. Defense seemed like they were aware of it, and all of a sudden you've set yourself up in a tough position here on 3rd.
This will be the 8th play of the drive, but a great opportunity for the defense to get off the field. And it's picked off for the 3rd time today. And the offense makes the tackle in frustration after the interception. Drive comes up empty, and it's a turnover.
Well, that's the 2nd pick in as many series now for this quarterback. But, David, I love the defense right now and the way they're reading and reacting to all these route concepts. I mean, they are all over these guys on the back end.
All over the field, making plays. Listen, you're supposed to see the quarterback break on the football. You've seen several breaks on the...
Going for the big play. Incomplete, and very lucky that one wasn't picked off. And, man, could they have used that? It'll be 2nd down.
I feel like the defense right now is living rent-free in this QB's head. Of course, they picked him off the last drive. They almost picked him off right there. This defense doing a nice job mixing up their looks, and they're completely confusing.
At the 15, he's loose. And it is a chunk play, a huge gain on that one before the defense brings it to an end.
That is exactly what you want from your offense. Create some space, get out of the shadow of your own end zone, Palmer, and make it easier on this offense.
Yeah, it's nice when you have a running back like that, too, that can create that space for you. Now, if you're the play caller, your entire playbook is wide open.
He's looking on the right side. Incomplete, and very lucky that one wasn't picked off. And, man, could they have used that? It'll be second down.
Well, I love the effort by the quarterback here. He extends the play. Nothing open right away. There's a little bit of pressure. He gets to the outside, tries to take a shot down the field, just not on the same page with his intended target.
They're bringing heat. Got it set up on the outside. That'll be a gain of about 7. Leaves him with 3rd and 3.
The number one goal as a defense is try to hit the QB as many times as possible. Try to rattle him. Try to get him flustered a little bit. Nice job getting there, getting the hit on him, but nice job of executing by the quarterback. Taking the hit, delivering the strike.
Well, jet sweep pass. And the first guy couldn't get him, but the second one does, but not until he picks up the first down.
Hard-earned yards, man. You got to get these first downs any way you can. And sometimes it's not going to be easy, and you can't just do it conventionally handing it off. This offense is going to have to be creative. Football's a game of inches, and you've just got to find the angles to give yourself an advantage. That creative play call right there really helped them out.
They've got it to the 49-yard line, and they'll move the chains.
Well, it's a nice play design there. You're getting the running back involved in the pass game. Quarterback gives it to him early so he can go to work upfield and get the first down.
He's going to pass. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance.
And screens are all about timing, right? You want to invite the defensive line to fly up the field, and then you want to throw it right over their head. And you could tell just a little bit off, and the defense got in there so quick, got the quarterback hit before he could really get his bearings and throw the screen.
Flying out to the left. The 10. Touchdown, Kentucky. And the punishment has been extended.
And it's now the second time this wide receiver has scored. Another outstanding job with the route. Great job securing the catch.
We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. San Diego State is putting on an offensive clinic. They've built a big lead, and this one is approaching blowout territory. They're up by 24 over the Sharks. We've got our eye on this one and everything else going on throughout the day, guys.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. He'll come out throwing on first down. He's going to let one fly down the middle. And it's caught inside the 30. And he'll take it all the way. They couldn't bring him down. Touchdown, Golden Bear!
And what nice play design. You get your speedster, you put him in the slot, usually get a better matchup. And then what do? You fade him towards that sideline, run a go. Nice ball thrown way out wide. He just runs underneath it and just too much speed. Couldn't catch him. Gets in the end zone for 6.
Now a 2-point conversion attempt coming up. Quick touch pass to the receiver. And they swarm him under.
Well, head coach obviously decided it was best to go for 2 points right there. They didn't get it, and you just wonder if chasing the points is going to hurt this team later in the game.
From inside the 15, here comes the return. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Kentucky sends the offense back out onto the field. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. And he intercepts it. The return never really got started, but boy, he has set his team up at the 28.
Man, what a great break on the football. Nice job seeing it, squeezing. A lot of those defensive guys, man, they don't have great hands all the time, but you always remember your first interception. They'll always remember this moment.
First down here for the offense. Wide receiver now comes in motion. Quick pass on the fly motion. One step wrap, 2-step squeeze. This junior knows how to get him on the ground.
And these little touch passes, man, they're just the easiest completions ever for quarterbacks. Palmer, I bet you would have loved being able to just flip it forward. That counts as to your completion percentage, which is good. And then it's all run after the catch, so pretty easy for a QB.
You wouldn't have been the only All-American in this booth, David, if I were allowed to have push passes when I was playing quarterback. I'll tell you that. It is so hard to defend. It's so hard to seal that edge, especially when this guy's full speed ahead coming around the outside.
That pass is incomplete, and they might be fortunate it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. It'll be third down.
All right, you've dug yourself a little bit of a hole offensively. You know you're going to have to throw it here in the second half. You're going to have to make sure, though, you do a better job up front with your pass pro. You got to keep your quarterback standing upright.
And this offense just has to find a way to convert this third down, or else they are really in trouble. The receivers telling the quarterback what they see. On third and long, he has to throw for it. Going for the big play. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on.
This is a point where you just got to be able to focus. And the critical down and distances in this game, like that third down right there, when it's a good throw, you got to make the catch. You've got to be able to make that play.
This offense has already converted once on fourth down. Can they do it again? He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Oh, he loves to fire downfield. He's got it. Touchdown, Cal! He broke away from the defense, and they couldn't catch him.
Well, as a defense, you know you're going to see the go route, especially against this guy. He does it to defenses, it seems, every single week, and so they're not able to get back deep enough to get run by. He makes the catch and then runs it into the end zone. They're going to have to change up their coverage and get some safety help up over the top because this guy's speed is a problem.
About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Kentucky has it back, and the Big Blue offense takes the field. Well, let's see if this drive goes better than the last one. They were in and out quickly after the quick pick, David.
Yeah, first play, big mistake, man. Now, let's get this offense in a little bit of a rhythm. Maybe before you open it up again, Palmer, or do you trust him right away?
He seems to me like the guy maybe that just needs to kind of get into the flow of the game. So maybe you get the running game going here and just give him some easy looks to let him get lathered up.
They knock him down after he picks up 5 out to the 34.
That's the end of the third quarter. With the score, Kentucky 37, Cal 27.
Now facing a third down as they come back to the line after the break. They'll try to bully their way for the first. And he surges up to the 36-yard line, and they'll move the chain.
He had a nice job dialing up that short yardage situation play call there, David. They needed 1 yard, and they picked up 2.
Yeah, great job up front. Great job by the back knowing where they need to go. Nice having a hole you can get through and not have to just do it all on your own as a running back.
Softened him up with a run, and now to throw. Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
Well, this quarterback started taking a couple shots from the pocket, and there's another one right there that affected his accuracy on that throw. Fires
to the big fella. He's close to the first down, but they're going to mark him just a little short.
I love an offense that wants to stay aggressive. Even when you've got the lead late in a game like this, right, you still try to find your playmakers and get them the ball in space, and that is exactly what this offense is doing.
This defense will try to force a fourth down on 3rd and short from the 45. To the ground to try to pick up the first. Just nowhere to go against this defense to find that single yard he needed on 3rd down.
As an offense, you've got the lead, you've had success running the football. You hope that this play is just a blip because you know you're going to have to lean on your bell cow running back to ice this game and close it out.
They really have no choice here. This is a no-brainer. You go for it here on this 4th down. Off the RPO, throw right, looking for the chains. And they wrap him up, but not before he's got enough for the first down.
How many times do you see receivers catch the ball and dance and you get so annoyed because you're like, dude, do you see the yellow line? Go and get it. Really nice job by the receiver with the second effort, getting the extra yards and getting the first down.
This Kentucky offense doing work. They're set up with another first down. Pass the sticks and still on his feet. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense.
And another nice gain by the offense. All right, defense, we got to change something up here. They're putting a big drive together, play after play, having a lot of success. How do we break the rhythm? How do we give them something that can create a tackle for a loss or a sack or something to get momentum back on my side?
Trying to find his man on first down. Looking for a huge play. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on.
We know this guy's a weapon, not just taking handoffs, but he can catch the ball too. That play, not so much. Got to do a better job reeling it in.
Misfired on first down, back to the air on 2nd. This will be picked off, maybe just the turning point they needed. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
All right, sense of urgency now has to go through for this team. They needed their defense to come up with that turnover right there. So if you're on offense, you got to get these plays called. You got to get aggressive, take some shots, because you can now go and win this game.
The Cal offense is headed back onto the field. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. Quickly complete.
This is the moment for this offense to put a drive together. It doesn't matter what's happened up to the point of this game, but you're trailing right now. You've got to put some points up on the board. This is where all 11 guys need to be playing together as one.
Let's see what they've got on 2nd down. Quarterback run is part of their game plan. Brought down at the 33, but not before he gets 10.
And that quarterback can go. Just another guy in another system all across college football. All quarterbacks nowadays, they got so much speed, it's ridiculous.
Man, I'm telling you, that has to be exhausting for the defensive lineman trying to chase down guys like that.
It's silly because even when it's a design play and it's a design run like here, fine. But then it's scramble plays and then it's passing plays. He's always a runner. Just exhausting.
After losing a couple on that last play, here's 2nd and 12. He's looking to throw. He's going to let one fly down the middle. Another interception. This guy just can't find his own players. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception. A veteran in this defense stayed locked in on his rules and made the interception.
It's such a hard time. You know the clock's ticking. You know you're down. You got to force the ball down the field. But guess what? So does the defense. They knew the vertical routes were coming. They broke on the football, and that does not look good. for this guy.
And the Heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17.
Man, a lot of coaches talk about starting the drive positive and the first play that can get you going. The QB just kept backing up and going backwards, and that is not the start to the drive they were looking for.
He's looking for a man on second down. Receiver wasn't ready for the throw, incomplete.
Third down coming.
This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. Brings it in down the left side. And he was loose and out the gate and doesn't go down until he gets to the 48-yard line.
And they did everything right in this 4-minute type situation, trying to bleed the clock. First you get the completion, then you get the first down, and you stay in bounds. You could not execute that play any better.
Wants to throw on 1st down. Going back to the well, another deep ball. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in.
It's a nice job by the defense turning the page. You just gave up an explosive play. Now you got to come right back with tempo, and a nice job in the back end covering to force that incompletion.
And here's the pick, and oh, did they need that right now. And after the interception and the turnover, this defense has set its offense up for business.
Listen, the enemy is the clock, right? You're down by 2 scores. You got to make something happen. Really, really good job by the defense, forcing the turnover, getting the ball back to your offense. Now you got to go score, and I got to get one more stop.
They're trying to get to it. Got his man quickly. They make the stop, but this passing game does some damage, and they move the sticks with the 1st down.
Well, they've got a ways to go if they're going to win this game. It's all about getting the drive started. They come away with a positive play to get this thing going. Let's see what they can do now.
To the air on 1st down. They've got the screen set up. Didn't have much room to run and not a whole lot of help. Short gain there and still plenty of ground to cover for the 1st down. They were able to get the ball to the running back in space, but that space just evaporated.
And a great job by the defense, man. It's tough to get those guys on the ground. They're so used to having the football as running backs and making plays and being dynamic. So usually one guy not going to get into the ground. You want many guys swarming to the football, trying to get that elusive guy on the ground.
Quarterback checking off. Wants to fire on 2nd down. Looking to the big tight end. 2 minutes now left in this one, and time is running short if they want to find a way to pull this one out. Couldn't find his man last time, and that leaves him with a 3rd and 6. He wants to throw it. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
And the quarterback gets hit again. We already know this defense has gotten home to him multiple times in this game. So here you are, you're trailing in the game. Defense knows you're going to throw it. They're pinning their ears back. You can't feel very confident right now if you're the play caller, and certainly if you're the quarterback, that you're going to have time to throw.
Down by multiple possessions, they can't come up empty on this drive in the 4th quarter. They'll go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Makes the catch past the sticks. And they finally make the tackle, but this will be a pretty easy conversion for this offense.
That's a great example of the receiver knowing exactly where the 1st down marker is. He got the depth he needed to get, so once he was able to make the catch, he already knew he had it, and now a fresh set of downs.
Receiver on the move gets the touch pass. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe, 2nd and 7.
Well, and on these little push passes, timing is so important. You're trying to snap it right as he's getting a full head of steam. When he gets the ball, he's hitting the outside, and David, it puts the defense in such a difficult spot.
You immediately have to be rotating when you see that motion, so everybody's got to communicate and kind of bump over. That's why offenses love to run it. It makes the defense communicate and see if you can just get him out of a spot.
Timeout called here by the defense. It's their first of the half.
Oh, man, the quarterback almost just threw his 2nd interception on as many drives. He's trying to fit that football in there. It gets tipped up in the air. He's lucky that wasn't picked off.
3rd down conversions are a huge stat, and this one would be a doozy if they can pull it off. From the gun, wants to pass. And his 5th interception of the game, a miracle they haven't pulled him yet. He'll try to take it back. He's at the 20. Touchdown, Wildcats. The defense puts 6 on the board with a big-time interception return. They'll try to add another to their lead. And the kick is good, but there is a penalty flag because he paid for making that kick. I think they're going to get him for roughing the kicker. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. They'll kick it off and send that defense right back out there to try to score again after the pick 6. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. On 1st down, here comes this offense. Quarterback changing the plays at the line. They'll start this drive with a pass. He wants a big play here late. And it falls in complete. But it could have been much, much worse as the defender was right there. Timeout call by the offense. 24 seconds left on the clock. Last incompletion leaves them still sitting at their own 25 with 2nd and 10. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. He's taking a deep shot. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it.
Well, trailing this much in the 4th quarter, the offense is looking for an explosive play to try to ignite them and get them back in this one, but nothing doing. Nice job in coverage.
On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. A deep throw as the clock winds down. And it's another interception as his assault on the record book continues. And he's brought down after the pick, but not before putting his offense in business.
Heat up them pass rushers, bring in them DBs. That's what I'm doing in this situation. When I got the lead by a couple scores late in the ball game in the 4th quarter, I'm going to rush the passer like crazy. I'm going to put all those DBs back playing the pass. That's what happened. Great job understanding they're going to have to take shots. We get the interception. This one's almost over.
They'll use the timeout. 6 seconds left on the clock. And here we go. Final play of the game right here. They'll run play action. They're working that left side. Timeout is called with just a single second left. Pinned back in their own end, a 3rd and short from the 16. looking to throw. We sensed a great deal of confidence, almost a smugness from this coaching staff. And these guys on the field, it's as if they knew they were going to win.
Yeah, playing with a bit of a chip on their shoulder, and I think they really felt like they had a real good game plan offensively and defensively coming into this one, David. There were some matchups on the field they thought they could exploit. We saw that happen here.
No doubt. Good job by this coaching staff, understanding who's out there to make plays, feeding them the football, offense, defense, special teams, all working together to get the W.
So that's going to do it for us. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, I'm Reese Davis saying so long. This has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.